Hyundai's i20 is still a relatively young car, less than a year old, but the company isn't resting. In the i20 Active, it adds two important new developments to the Ford Fiesta rival: a punchy 1.0-liter turbo engine, and a jacked-up rugged styling pack to satisfy the car-buying public's thirst for small crossovers. The ride height has also been raised by 20 mm, and it gets 17-inch alloys as standard. These additions come at a cost, however. The Active is £1,200 pricier than SE spec on which it's based. The changes look successful overall, and the i20 was already a smartly understated car, although detailing like the fake metallic fuel filler cap and round rear reflectors won't be to all tastes. Don't be fooled by the pumped-up styling, however, as it's more about form than function. Like the Dacia's Sandero Stepway, four-wheel drive isn't offered even as an option for the Active. Inside, it's unchanged from the regular i20, which means you get a solidly built, spacious and sensibly laid-out cabin that isn't particularly inspiring to look at. Our test car was kitted out with somber dark fabrics and plastics. Perhaps more color and vibrancy inside would make sense given the Active's youthful target market. The only engine on offer in the Active is the new 1.0-liter three-cylinder turbo petrol in 99 bhp form. It's much better than the 1.4 petrol it replaces, with a healthy 171 Nm of torque, making it far more flexible in gear. We're surprised the Active isn't offered with the more powerful 118 bhp version from the hatch, which also brings a 6-speed manual gearbox, as that feels more willing at higher revs. Efficiency is another big benefit of the turbo, but Active spec sees MPG drop from a competitive 65.7 miles per gallon in the hatch to a slightly less impressive 58.9 miles per gallon. CO2 emissions also increase from 99 grams/km to 110 grams/km. Hyundai is quick to point out that the Active has been tuned specifically for European roads. Interestingly, the suspension is actually a bit stiffer than the regular i20, which engineers say is to counter the extra body roll verdict. With the lack of a true small crossover in Hyundai's current lineup, the i20 Active is as close as you'll get for now. It's stylish, well-made and practical, while the refined and efficient new turbo petrol is a welcome addition. But we question whether many buyers will cough up an extra £1,200 for what amounts to little more FUFO SUV styling add-ons, and a Renault Capture is a more distinctive prospect. Still, if you must join in with the crossover trend but have a strict budget, it's not a bad choice.